It is day 3 of our trip, so Hong Kong's officially done, but today we're really excited because we are going to Shanghai Disney. We just got to the airport. We made it through security and check-in with no problem. We're using a 144-hour transfer for China, and so that just took a little bit more checking here just to confirm we had a flight back to the US. But we are now in the lounge. This lounge has 2 floors, so I will give you kind of an overview and we're gonna just relax until our flight. This is the downstairs section of the lounge, so there is food. We're currently here for breakfast, so there's some good breakfast options. Plenty of kind of seating by the window here, and there's also some computers and section for relaxing in here as well. A little bit more food options. And then there's one more seating space down here. I am now up on the 2nd floor of the lounge, so this one's nice that it has 2 floors, and I'll give you a view here. This is called the long bar, so if you need a drink or want a drink, you can sit here and relax. And then there's a fair amount of seating here, some food at the side, and I'll show you guys the soup bar and the ice cream area. This is the noodle bar area, so you can come in here, place an order, and they will make noodles for you. Here is the coffee loft. And in here you can sit, relax. And then they also have a coffee bar, which I just found out also serves ice cream. So they're just little mini Haagen-Dazs, but they are delicious.
So the lounge was down by gate 1 and we depart from gate 68. It's about 10 or 15 minute walk, so we're headed there now. We are about to board our flight from Hong Kong to Shanghai, and what we did was a 144-hour transit rather than getting a visa. The only really requirements are that you need to leave from one country, which we left from we left from Hong Kong, and it does count as a different country. You're going to transit through China, which means we're going to just stay there for under 144 hours, and then we're going to exit to another country, meaning we cannot go back to Hong Kong, and that's fine because we are traveling back to the US from China. Because of that, we are able to do this entire China trip without actually getting a visa. We just go in. When we get to the Shanghai airport, we go through a different customs line, and they'll take care of that entire process right there. So it's really easy to do. You just have to be transiting for under 144 hours, and you cannot be returning to the country that you left from. In other words, we could not return to Hong Kong based on how this process works. So it should be pretty straightforward. So far we've had no issues, and we've talked to a few people who have also done it, and they've had pretty good success, so we'll see what it's like.
We are on our flight to Shanghai from Hong Kong, and here's a kind of overview of our seating area. There's Jeff, and then we're gonna have kind of same seat setup as before, but the TVs are directly in front of us, and there's kind of foot space down below. We're on the plane. We can't wait to get over to Shanghai Disney. We are flying again with Cathay Pacific. Technically Hong Kong was a layover, but we can't wait to get over there. Here's a look at the menu for our flight to Shanghai. So it is morning time, it will be breakfast, and the flight is pretty quick. I believe it's about 2.5 hours or so. So here's the breakfast selections. You have juice, and then a couple main course options, and bread selection, and coffee. They just brought around the first course for breakfast, so I chose a muffin as my bread option, and then there's some fresh fruit with a yogurt, and I also had a coffee. For my main course, I got the egg with sausage. We landed, so now time to go and go through customs and get to Shanghai Disney. When you exit from customs, you'll see signs on the ground. You want to be able to follow them to the taxi stand, and the taxi will be what takes you to Disney. We just made it through customs and now we're gonna follow the signs to the taxi, but I just wanna take a second and talk to you guys about the 144-hour transfer. So this does not require an actual visa prior to coming to Shanghai. However, you have to go, in our case from the US, we went to Hong Kong, so you need another country, and then Shanghai, and then back to the US. You can't just go US, Shanghai, back to the US. But the process when we got here was extremely easy. So we just went to the far left, filled out a form, and that was basically it. We had proof of our flight leaving and we were good. So now we're very excited to get on the taxi and go over to Disneyland. I want to take just a second and talk about the process of getting the cab to the hotel. It was very easy. Just follow the signs after you get through customs to the official taxi stand. From there, you can just give the gentleman or cab driver the information for your hotel. We printed it out in Mandarin prior to arriving, so we had it with us in the local language. We handed it to him and he knew exactly where to go. So even though, even if maybe his English wasn't great, it didn't really matter because he knew where we were going, and the ride was perfect. So I would definitely recommend the taxis if you are coming to Shanghai. It was very easy to get to the hotel.
Okay, so this is the Disneyland hotel lobby. It's beautiful with decorations. You walk in, the check-in desk is to your right. Straight ahead are some giant windows, too bright right now to see on the camera, but right through there is Shanghai Disneyland. To the left is concierge. And again, the decorations on the ceiling. It is Christmas time, so they do have a very festive tree. And that is the lobby. So in the lobby there is this piece of artwork with Goofy, Donald Duck, Minnie Mouse, Mickey as a conductor up at the top, and around here is Pluto. So this is kind of the centerpiece of the lobby. So if you leave the lobby and come out to the right, there is the Bacchus Lounge. It's open at night for drinks, snacks. They do have a restaurant or a small kitchen in here. Continuing on is the cafe. Good morning. So, thank you. So this has a bunch of sweets and snacks you can purchase. And then just a small sitting area that overlooks the Shanghai Disneyland Park in the distance. Out the other side of the hotel lobby is the small little Disney store, Tinkerbell Gifts, and just a little small shop. Then finally here is a map of the hotel directory. So the lobby is on floor 3. Straight out ahead where I said Shanghai Disneyland was. I'll show you where that is. And it is a little hazy, but you can kind of make out the castle there in the distance. You have the option to walk, take a bus, or a ferry. But it's really only about a 15-minute walk or so to the entrance of the park. And that is the Disneyland Resort here at Shanghai Disney.
We just got to Shanghai Disney. We are so excited. We're at the Disneyland Hotel. We are staying here for all 4 nights of our trip. We just checked in downstairs. The lobby is beautiful. The cast member was wonderful. She spoke perfect English. And when we were checking in, they gave us the option to upgrade to club level for all 4 nights of the stay, and we decided to go for it. So it's nice, we won't have to change rooms. It also includes breakfast every day, afternoon tea every day, which we're gonna go check out right now since our room's not quite ready. And then also at night they have beer and hors d'oeuvres. So we're gonna try to do that one night as well. But we're so excited. Once our room's set, we'll get changed and head over to the parks. Here's a room tour of the Shanghai Disneyland Resort, and so this will be our room for our stay this trip. When you walk in, there's going to be the restroom on your right-hand side. It's a really nice shower. They give you hair products, you have water, plenty of counter space on the sink, and then a toilet. When you come out of the restroom, there's also a very large mirror, so this is very helpful for getting ready in the morning. On the left-hand side here, there's going to be a closet, and so that's just going to be extra storage if you want it. They do have a mini fridge, so if you want any water cold or if you have any food items you want to put in there, you can keep those in the mini fridge. There are 2 beds. The beds are good size, and the best part is going to be if you push the button over by the bed, the headboard will light up. And there's also some plugs right by the bed, so that's very nice for charging stuff overnight. Just make sure you bring a converter if it's needed. And then there is a Murphy bed that you can pull down, or a trundle bed. And so this is perfect if you have a kid. Jeff and I won't be using it, but it is a great option if you do have a family. But the best part of this room is going to be the view. So if we come out here, we have a theme park view. And so if I zoom in, you can see right across the water is going to be the Shanghai Disneyland theme park. And we are going to head over there right now. I wanted to give you all a quick look at the outlets before we head over the park. So there are a variety of chargers, so that is really nice for being able to charge your phone or anything else. Also, I want to show you guys what happens when I push the button. So if I push the Tinkerbell button and I reverse, you'll see the light kind of shoot through. There's a Mickey in the middle. And then it lights up the castle. So it is so cute. I love it. I love these beds. The craziest thing just happened. So our room was ready, and then we were walking down to it with a cast member, and what happened?
Yeah, they asked if we wanted to be family of the day in, not tomorrow, but the day after, so I guess that's Saturday. And he said it comes with a private car ride to the park, private or special viewing, reserved seating for the parades and for fireworks, and I think there might be some fast passes, but I'm not exactly sure. All we know is we have to meet the cast member in the lobby at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning.
Yeah, it is going to be awesome. I feel like they never pick to a couple. Like, I feel like this would be normally something that happens to a kid, so when you started explaining it, I just lost it.
Yeah.
It was so crazy. So I'm so excited to see what this is like.
Yeah, it'll be exciting, something new. Can't wait to see what happens on Saturday.
Yay!
It is about 3:30. We got to the hotel around 2, had our room around 3, and we are headed over to Shanghai Disney, the last of our 12 parks to visit. We did only buy a half-day ticket for today because it does go from 3 to 5, and we weren't going to get there before 5. But on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we have a full day. And right now, we are headed to the ferry to check that out as our means of getting over to the park today. So here's what the view looks like. And there's Shanghai Disney in the background. There is a giant Donald Duck in the water. And the ferry boat's just right up here to the right. So we're just gonna wait for it right there. Here we go to get on the ferry. And it's freezing cold out today. I think the high is 48. And we are about to head into the park for the last new park on our 12 park journey.
Yay!
We are here!
I'm losing it.
And she's in. Alright, so this park, unlike Hong Kong, is incredibly immense. It is overwhelming how big this place is. Hong Kong was tiny and quaint and had this cute little Disney feel to it. This one does not. This one is just massive. I don't even think pictures can convey how big this castle is. All right, ride number 1 is Tron. Cannot wait for this ride to come to Disney World.
Let's go. We just got off of Tron. The building is amazing and I really like the ride vehicle. I was really almost laying down on it, but I thought it was really fun. I'm really glad it's coming to Magic Kingdom, and I think I liked it a little bit more than Jeff, so we'll have to see what he says.
Yeah, so I actually thought it was a lot of fun. The thing is, it is very short, so if you had to wait in line for a long time, it might be kind of a downer because I think it maybe took a minute and a half. But it's a really fun ride. It's an awesome roller coaster. I think it's kind of similar, maybe in intensity, to Seven Dwarfs or Slinky Dog. But it's pretty cool, and I'm also happy it's coming to Disney World. And around the corners, ride number 2, we're gonna go to Pirates down here in Treasure Cove. So Pirates of the Caribbean is something Sarah and I wanted to do almost as much as Tron. So we're gonna make this our second ride. The wait time is stated as 10 minutes, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we are gonna grab a quick bite to eat before we go on Pirates. We're gonna actually go to Barbossa's Bounty, which is right next door to Pirates. And we haven't eaten since breakfast, so here we go. It's a huge interior. Okay, so Sarah ordered a chicken salad. It looks okay. It seems like the chicken might be boiled, which is a little weird. And I ordered ribs, pork ribs. I guess they look all right. I'm not sure exactly how good they're gonna taste, but we're gonna find out.
We just finished up our dinner at the Pirate restaurant. I don't know the actual name of it, but it's in Pirate Cove, and it was really good. So it didn't look like much, but the flavor of mine was really good, and I think Jeff enjoyed his as well. So I would recommend it as a quick service spot. I mean, it's the first one we've gone to, but it was good. We are about to go on Pirates. I am so excited for this. I think I'm even more excited than Jeff. I have not seen any spoilers, so I have kind of skipped the Imagineering story whenever they talk about this part, and so I really don't know what's coming. I just know it's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but supposed to be way better, and I cannot wait to do this one.
And here we go, Pirates of the Caribbean, Battle for the Sunken Treasure. We're gonna have to battle through a 10-minute wait. So we just got done with Pirates of the Caribbean, and this ride is amazing. I think it's just as good as Flight of Passage, probably even a little bit better. I'm not sure if it can say it's my favorite ride because I have done Rise of the Resistance, which is just absolutely incredible, but this Pirates ride is incredible for this park. For what I expected, it blew me away. It's definitely gonna be my favorite ride here in Shanghai, and I do think, other than Rise of the Resistance, it's probably gonna be up there as one of my top 2 or 3 rides in all the Disney parks. So if you're here, it's absolutely a must-do. This ride is just incredible. The scenes are huge, and the entire ride is just breathtaking. So you should definitely make time to do this ride if you happen to be in Shanghai. So Sarah sidetracked us. She found a bakery slash dessert type place. So we're not going back to the hotel yet. We're stopping here for some dessert. Well, that concludes our first afternoon here. We did a few rides. We got some food. Sarah just got a Mike Wazowski melon bread. And we are headed out. Instead of taking the bus or taking the ferry boat home, we decided to walk home through Disney, or downtown Disney, or I think it's called Disney Town here, but it's essentially the same thing as our Disney Springs and Walt Disney World, just a lot smaller. But we are walking home to our hotel, which I think takes about 15 minutes, but we looked at the path on the way over today when we came to the park, and it looks like a pretty fun, just leisurely stroll home. So that's what we're gonna do this evening before we get back to the room for the night. So right over there is where we came from. You can see the castle in the distance. That's Disney Town where we just walked through. We've got this really nice walking bridge. And then right over here to the left is our hotel. I'm gonna guess it's about 15-minute walk at most. So here's the Disneyland Hotel from out back. It's got a huge grass area. It's got beautiful gardens, which are a little hard to see here in the dark. Fun first night, right, Sarah?
Yeah, I had a great day. I'm definitely tired, so we're gonna get a good night's sleep tonight. But it was a really good day in Shanghai.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. Nice to check that last park off.
So it is just about time for the fireworks to start, and the park is over there. So we are at the hotel, and we're both tired, so we figured we'll just watch it here and then go up and go straight to bed. And Jeff is, I think, taking either some photos or videos, so he's getting all set there. But the lobby of the hotel is just here behind us.